Good morning, students. Today let us start the third lesson of your political science. In the first chapter of your political science, you learned working of the constitution. The second chapter, election process. And the third chapter, let us learn. So in the third chapter, we will learn what are political parties, characteristics of political parties, and political party system in India. Political parties are a link that connects common people, democracy, representation and election. So political parties act as link between common people and government. Democracy, representation and elections are a cycle which depend one on the other for the success of democracy in the country. Whatever we read or hear about politics is related to political parties. So all the events that happens related to political parties are called as politics. Political parties exist in all democratic systems. So political parties exist in every country that follows the democratic system. So in political parties compete with each other only in a democratic country. So when only in a democratic country there is competition between various political parties. So in this chapter we will study and understand political party system in India. In our surroundings we must have come across some groups, smaller groups, institutions, organizations which are working to achieve some objectives. So there are some smaller groups which might work for the welfare of the weaker section of the society. Also institutions like schools, education institutions, organizations, NGO organizations. These work with a specific objective. Like schools, like institutions have an objective to educate the society. And also NGOs work or undertake certain actions to work for the cause of the weaker section of the people or to work for some of movements which might be beneficial for the society. So these are the various groups, institutions, organizations working to achieve some objectives. So there are some organizations take initiative in resolving social problems. As we have said already, organizations take some initiatives or some steps to solve social problems or social issues. So also we have studied and read about various movements and their work. So these movements take place to bring about change in the society or for the benefit of the society. So just as there are some active groups, institutions and movements, also similarly there are political parties who contest elections. So but there is a difference between these active groups, institutions, organizations, movements and political parties. So political parties are different because they compete. Political parties compete with each other or contest for the elections. Though political parties are also a kind of social organizations, but there is a difference between political parties and other institutions and organizations in the society. So what is the only difference is that there is the difference between goals and style of working of political parties are different from other organizations. So what are the goals of political parties? The goals of political parties are to come to power, and also the style of working is different. But like in other organizations, institutions, there is no competition or there is no contest in the political parties, and they do not contest to come to power. Also this system of working is different. So in this background, let us try to understand what are some of the objectives of political parties who come into power by participating in election process. So political parties are also a type of organizations. So their objective is to achieve political power, as I said, and also to contest in election process. So such organizations are called as political parties. These political parties can be described as a group of people who aim to contest in elections. So political parties form a group of people, and the aim of this group of people is to contest in a political elections. And also, while contesting, they also have aim to win elections and to get power. And so, when they win and get power, they establish or they form government in the party. Now that you have understood what are political parties are a group of people coming together with an aim to contest in elections. The aim of contesting in elections is to win power. And when they come into power, they establish government of their party. And so now let us understand and learn what are the characteristics of political parties. The first characteristic is to be in power. The first criteria to form government is to come into power. Achieving power through elections is the main objective of political parties. So the first and main objective of political parties is to come into power through elections. Thus, different political parties compete with each other to get power. So there is competition between different political parties to come into power. There is nothing wrong in this competition, but the competition should be fair. So competing between different political parties is nothing wrong, but the competition should be fair. There shouldn't be any malpractice during the competition or election process. The second characteristic is to pursue an ideology. What is ideology? Ideology is a theory and beliefs held by a group of people. So ideology is a belief or theory that a political party holds. So we have seen that every political party have as their own ideology, their own idea or their own beliefs for which they work. So they have to pursue on their own ideology. Once they come into power, they form a government. They have to work towards fulfilling their ideology and fulfilling their beliefs. Every political party has some policies and worldviews. So when the political party is formed, they should have their policies, their ideas to which they have to work. Parties have a particular stand about social issues. Especially, political parties must take up social issues to resolve in the society. These together make party ideology. So what makes party ideology is a social issues. So these social issues should be included in their party ideology. So any group of people who favor a particular ideology of a particular party, they support that party. So the people who consider any specific party ideology as acceptable support that political party. For example, suppose a political party takes up the issue of farmers or to eradicate poverty in the society. So a group of people or any person or people who consider that ideology as an important one, and if they accept that ideology, they support political party. Social support received by a political party is called the mass base. So what is the mass base? Mass base is social support received by a political party. Suppose, as we said, people who consider specific party ideology acceptable support that political party. So this support to the political party is called as mass base. In modern days, ideologies of all political parties appear to be similar. Hence, it has become difficult to differentiate between the parties on the basis of ideologies. So now, as we see in the modern times, every political party has all political parties are having similar ideologies. So it is difficult to differentiate between these ideologies. The third characteristic is to have a party agenda. Agenda means organized plan or set of goals. So every political party must have a plan or set of goals. Political parties prepare their party agenda on the basis of party ideology. The second characteristic, we have seen that political party must pursue or work on their ideology. And the third is that they should have an agenda or a set of goals and plans. So the set of goals and plans depend on the ideology, or the agenda must be prepared according to their ideology. They implement the agenda after they get political power. So this agenda can be implemented, which means the agenda can be worked on or acted upon the agenda only after they come into political power. Even if they do not get political power, political parties try to get support of people on the basis of this agenda. Even if they don't come to power, what they can do is that they can get support of the people on the basis of agenda. So if their agenda is acceptable to the people, so they can have a support of the people of the society. The next characteristic is to establish a government. Establish means to set up a government. When can a political party set up a government is when they come into power or when they win the elections. So after they win the elections, they can form their government or set up their government. Political parties establish the government and govern the nation. So once they set up the government, they start governing the nation. The political party which gets majority in elections forms the government. So the party that gets majority of votes can form the government. The parties which do not get majority act as opposition parties. So the other parties which do not get the majority act as opposition parties or opposite parties. The next one is to act as a link between the government and the people. In the introduction, you have seen that political parties are a link between the common people and the government. So this is one of the characteristics of political party, to be link between government and the people. So political parties work as a link between the government and the people. How do political parties act as link between common people and the government? Is by communicating the demands and complaints of the people to the government. So it is the responsibility of the political parties to communicate the demands and complaints of the people to the government. And thus the government tries to get support of the people for its policies and programs through political parties. And so government can be successful or can work on their policies and programs through political parties. It is the duty of political parties to take up the policies and programs of the government and to implement them for the benefit of the society and the people.